What is the best rep range to get a six-pack? So I got this question on my Snapchat Q&A earlier this week. What's the best rep range to get a six-pack? Should you do high reps or should you do low reps? So number one, in order to get a six-pack, the majority of people, with the exception of maybe 5 or 10% of people genetically, have a six-pack underneath that's just covered by layers of body fat. So the number one thing for the 90-95% of people is getting your body fat low enough so that you're able to see your abs. However, on top of that, I come from the school that you can train your abs and change the composition by the way that you train them. So for those of you following my Snapchat and seeing the ab workouts I put up on there, or for those of you who came through my programs with the ab workouts, it's hitting it from different angles and then varying up your rep ranges depending on what's going to work best for you. So there's two trains of thought and both work very, very well. What I would advise in this video is after this, for 1 week, trial one, and then for the other, trial the separate one, and then find what works best for you. So one school of thought is the normal hypertrophy parameters, your 8 to 10 rep ranges on your abs, your 3 to 4 sets, your 60 to 90 second rests, and then you add weight to your abs in order to fail at that rep range. So a lot of people will do things like weighted crunches, or they'll add a medicine ball and do hanging leg raises. That's one school of thought for training your abs. So I would experiment with that. I never personally found that to work well for me. What I found worked very well was high volume reps. The way your fibers are developed in your abs, they're going to respond a little bit better to a higher stimulus. And you're also going to be able to vary up the angle and make sure that you're keeping high levels of tension on your abs. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they start doing thousands and thousands or hundreds and hundreds of crunches or ab movements, and then their neck starts to kick in or their hip starts to kick in and they lose all tension on their abs. If you're doing high volume training, which is 50, 100 reps on your abs, on a crunch, on a side oblique crunch, on whatever variation of movement you're doing, the key is quality over quantity. So if you're doing 100 reps, and one of the things that I'll do with certain people coming through my program is they'll do 100 reps on a ab crunch or a bicycle crossover, but every time they lose tension on their stomach, they'll rest, pause, and break and let the air out of their stomach. Because otherwise your hips kick in, your neck kicks in, and you're not putting any tension on your abs, which is going to help shape that body part more. So what I would advise is experiment with your high 8 to 10 rep ranges, see how your body responds, do your abs get sore, and then try the high volume approach with different angles, keeping tension, and then rest, pausing, and letting the air out in your stomach every time you lose the squeeze in your abs, and then see which one gives you more pain, gives you more DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness in your stomach, and then I would double down on that with a good calorie program, a good nutritional plan that's getting your body fat low enough so that you're able to get your abs out, whether that be a 6-pack, an 8-pack, or a flat stomach, whatever it is that your goal is. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you got value in this video. Please tag anybody below who's looking to get a 6-pack or who's been expressing that this is what I want to do, I'm dying to get abs. Tag them below. Hope the video helps. Catch you soon.